Good morning, everyone. We are Group 2, the negative team, participating in the policy advocacy on genetics and genomics course of the Pan-African PGS Education and Research Initiative. My name is Kwame Amouras Kentosu from Cote d'Ivoire, and I am joined by Caroline Shoko Good News from Nigeria. Today, we will defend a critical yet constructive position on the following question. Should African countries create regional genomic databases to advance research on cancers that disproportionately affect their populations? In introduction, cancer represent a major public health challenge in Africa, both in terms of incidence and mortality. In response, the creation of regional genomic databases is often represented as a strategic solution to advance cancer research and precision medicine on the continent. However, despite the theoretical potential, we argue that this approach is neither a priority nor an optimal strategy at this time, given persistent structural, ethical, financial, and scientific challenges. Our position is clear. At this stage, African countries should not invest heavily in creation of regional genomic databases for cancer research. We advance three main arguments. First, current health and research systems are not sufficiently prepared to sustain such complex infrastructures. Second, the expected benefits may be limited, unevenly distributed, however poorly translated into clinical practice. Finally, available resources will be more effectively used to strengthen the foundational component of cancer control. Our first argument concerns public health priorities. In many African countries, cancer diagnosis remains late, access to treatment is limited, and patient care is highly unequal. Investing in sophisticated genomic infrastructure does not address patients' immediate needs, such as screening, basic histopathology, and effective access to treatment. Without strengthening these fundamentals, the genomic data produced will have minimal clinical impact. Our second argument relates to infrastructure and technical capacity. Establishing and maintaining genomic databases require reliable sequencing platforms, functional biobanks, secure data management systems, and highly trained geneticists and bioinformaticians. These capacities are unevenly distributed across Africa and often depends on external funding. There is therefore a real risk of creating unsustainable, underutilized, or scientifically low quality databases. Our third argument addresses ethical, legal, and data sovereignty concerns. In many African contexts, governments frameworks for genomics data remain weak. This raises major concerns related to informed consent, personal data protection, and the potential exploitation by external partners. Without strong locally driven regulatory mechanisms, such databases may reinforce new forms of scientific extraction to the detriment of African populations. Our fourth argument concerns the scientific value of genomic databases in the absence of clinical integration. Genomic data are only meaningful then likely to reliable clinical data, robust cancer registries, and longitudinal patient follow-up. However, cancer registries um, remain incomplete or not existent in many African countries. Establishing genomic databases without these elements leads to fragmented research output with limited practical relevance. Now, the rebuttal. The first is the first claim is genomic databases are becoming more urgent public health priorities. The response is cancer is a public health crisis, but the main drivers of mortality in Africa are late diagnostic, weak pathology services, and limited access to treatment, not the absence of genomic databases. The second claim is sequencing costs have decreased. This response is sequencing costs may have dropped, but it represents only a small fraction of the total cost. The most expensive components are infrastructure maintenance, data storage, bioinformatics, cybersecurity, governance, and long-term sustainability, which remain prohibitively costly for many African systems. The third claim is genomic databases can improve diagnostic accuracy. The response is while genomics can improve diagnostic in well-resourced setting, its short-term impact in most African health systems is limited by weak clinical integration and restricted access to molecular testing. Without parallel investment in training personnel, care pathways, and follow-up services, better reference data remains significantly valuable but clinically ineffective. The third claim is genomic databases can improve diagnostic accuracy. The response is while governance failure drive ethical risks, creating large regional databases before robust legal and institutional frameworks are in place can actually amplify pregnancy, breaches, and measles. Without enforced national and cross-border regulation, regional data bases may centralize data without guaranteeing true local control or protection. Uh, in conclusion, we do not reject genomic nor its potential to advance cancer research in Africa. However, we maintain that the immediate creation of regional genomic databases is never the most relevant nor the most equitable strategy at this time. We instead advocate for a fascist population-centered approach that prioritizes strengthening cancer registry, developing high-quality biobanks, investing in human capacity building, and consolidating healthcare systems. Genomics should follow system maturity, no precede it. Thank you so much for your attention.